Yo, what up, people? Welcome to the Joe McFo Show. I'm having a pretty good day today. We got some new stuff going on in the studio space. First off, we got a new Spidey poster, and yes, that would count as a hydration check, but I'm not done just yet. There's another thing I'm going to show you in a second. Farmer Fox, welcome. Okay, 10 minutes so far, so good. Well, hopefully you made it on, and hopefully you didn't miss it. And glad to have you here. Amara says I'm upset today, so I'm skipping the stream tonight. It's all good. I understand stuff happens. So hopefully you're doing well. Kathy says, hey, Jordan, what's up? What's up? How you doing, my friend? And and this is the other thing I was going to show you guys. So y'all know how much I love Spidey. And I was gifted this just the other day, a little Spidey mask. And it's got the light up eyes and everything like that. And it's got the activate instant kill, which I think is so cool. So the only reason I'm not wearing it is because, one, I can't see very well, and being able to draw with this thing on is not going to be very easy. And then two, there's just there might just be some microphone issues as well. But check that out. It's so freaking awesome. The person who got this, I don't know if, I'm going to just do it anyway. Zetherex is the one who got it for me. So thank you so much, dude. I really, really appreciate it. And I can't wait to wear this some more. But anyway, you guys didn't come to hear me talk about Spidey all day long. So we are going to get to drawing. Let's get the music started. Put on, let's try this one. I don't think we've tried this sound before. All right. So is that playing? Yeah. All right. That's awesome. We got the cool shades and everything. So welcome. By the way, guys, please like the video, comment on it. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe so we can get the viewers up. This was a pretty good week in terms of viewership for me. I posted a couple of shorts, and it did really, really well. And I got like 100 new subscribers in the last week or so, which is awesome. So that gets me to about 774, 775, somewhere around there. And hoping to get to 1,000. That's my first benchmark. Mark Bart says, good morning, Jordan and co. Good morning, Mark. Thank you for coming on. So this week we're going to finish up ASAP Bunny here. I got the colors picked out, and there were just a couple of minor things that I wanted to fix for his outfit, and just like getting the lines to be a little bit sleeker. And then hopefully that won't take very long. And then I actually wanted to see if we could design a poster together. So you guys know that last week I asked you all what you want to see from me, and multiple people were like, hey, let's do a poster. So I think that is actually an excellent idea. So we are going to try that out. So I have a couple of sketches of old poster designs, but then again, if you guys say, hey, let's do a new one, then maybe we'll do that. So we'll figure it out then. For now, though, I'm just going to try and figure out how I want to go about doing this this new updated version of ASAP Bunny. And what brush did I use? I think it was the real G pen, maybe. The G pen, I can't really remember. But yeah, so all I'm doing right now is simply fixing up a couple of lines that I put in last week that I'm just not super happy with. That's one thing I do all the time, is whenever I'm drawing something, I tend to take a little bit of a break from it. So I haven't really looked at this since the stream, actually. And now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, there's a couple of things that I could have adjusted. So that's really the focus on me doing this right now. It's not to redraw the whole thing. It's just kind of like, oh, I can touch this up and I can make this shape a little bit more clear and all that. It's sort of like doing a final taste test before bringing the meal out, you know? So there we go. So that arm feels a little bit better to me. So how was everybody's day? I am curious to know what everyone's been up to. Did anyone go Christmas shopping or do anything related to that? Spend time with family? Is anyone finishing up school right now? I know my class, their final assignment is not too far off from the deadline. We got their classes tomorrow. So if any of my students see this later on, I hope you're doing good job, because we're gonna go in on these designs tomorrow. All right. And then the other thing I wanted to do for this, I really didn't like the shape of this collar, so we're just going to pull this up. Actually, let's try this. I forgot that hair is on a separate layer, so let's pull this up. I just want it to be a little bit more puffy, you know. There we go. Bam. Okay, and then let's pull this here. He was so close to being done that this really is more like a touch up than anything. Yeah, but it's all about making a better design. Sometimes it takes these little tiny marks to really emphasize something whenever you're drawing. Okay, so let's just okay, there we go. So now I can get rid of that. That feels a little bit better. I'll fix that line in a second. But I see we got some more comments. Amara says, my mom just told me to tune into the live, try to enjoy myself. Hey, glad you can make it. That's awesome. Thank you, Amaris's mom. You were so cool. You were so cool. Glad you could join, Amaris. Then it says video chat with the nephew. He read The Grinch to me and showed me his Grinch face, which was hilarious. So now I'm painting it. It's in this will never look good stage. You know the process. Yeah, that's always so fun. I used to have a Grinch face when I was little. I probably still do, but yeah, I used to love that movie. Good evening, everyone. Just a little late today. That's all good. We only just started. I show people the cool new Spidey merch and this thing. We're gonna do it one more time. Look how awesome that is. It's so official. It is so official. Oh wait, okay, I turned the light on. There's like 7 settings for this light, so I'm still figuring out how to best showcase it. Let's see. Hopefully this brightens your day. I hope so. Oh, I'm glad I tapped on YouTube just now. As always, I'm cooking dinner. Thank you, Claire, for popping on. I appreciate it. I appreciate it so much. All right, let's fix this collar here. And all I'm trying to really do is just make it feel like it's attached to the shoulder. That's really all the concern was. Let's do this. Maybe this will make it feel better. Actually, no. We'll switch that to the regular color, and we'll put the hair in this blue line. Yeah, there we go. I'm still really trying to get used to Clip Studio Paint. It is so, there's so many possibilities with it, but it's just, I'm not used to this program at all. And it's kind of tripping me out every once in a while. So we'll all learn it together. We'll all learn this program together by the end of it. Okay. And all I'm doing is kind of clarifying the puffy jacket. Yeah, there we go. Bam. Let's give it some, I don't know what this is made of. I don't think we ever established that. Because if you say them bunnies, it might not be fur, but maybe it's faux fur. Faux fur. Yeah, we'll say that. Okay. Let's clean up some of these here. I'm actually really excited to get to color this. I really wanted to do it last week, but it started getting late and people were dropping out. And I was like, you know what? Let's just wait a week to get this going, because I know if I were in a situation where I was excited about live stream and I wanted to see the process, I would want to get all the cool parts. And I know that most of you guys like the coloring process, or want to see how I approach it. So yeah, had to do it. Had to do it for y'all. So let's do that. All right. Okay, one more thing. I think just, ooh, that's not the right brush. There we go. There we are. Get a couple of these marks here, kind of showing the texture. Then one thing I always forget about, I always forget to do this, but I need to stay zoomed out more when I draw, because by staying locked in and so tight on the drawing, you end up making more mistakes that way. And I have a really bad habit of doing that. It makes you actually a lot slower. So try and keep me on my P's and Q's a little bit if you can, guys. OMG, that helmet is so awesome. I know, right? It's so freaking cool. Only reason I'm not wearing it is because I think, one, it would impede my vision, because you have to look at a certain angle in order to see things properly. Like, I have to tilt my head to the side, and I also think it would mess with the mic a little bit. It's bunny fur, but collected from bunnies shedding. That way, when he saves baby bunnies, they can nestle in the collar, and it'll feel like culling a mama bunny. That is the most adorable thing ever. Oh my gosh, that is so sweet. Okay, I like that. Let's make it canon. Let's make it canon, guys. I think that's perfect, actually. Doesn't sound creepy whatsoever, and I mean that seriously. I actually don't think it sounds creepy. I gotta figure out who's gonna be voicing this guy, though. I think we talked about it a little bit last stream, but I forget who we said. All right, and then I also want to push the rib cage out a little bit more. And also, guys, these are actually really clean drawings. Like, they're meant to be more like concepts of characters. I don't know why I'm like going all in and trying to figure this out. As if I'm about to do a turnaround for them, which I'm not. Maybe one day I'll do a turnaround of one of these characters, but considering their background characters, I don't think that's really necessary. Yeah. Just curious, how many of you have done a character turnaround before? I had my students do that this week. I've only seen about 4 of them, but they all look pretty good so far. All right, and then I think we can get rid of this. Wait, what? Oh, okay. Let's merge that onto here. All right, and then okay, we'll delete this mask. I don't think we need that anymore. Okay, and then the hair. All right. I stand corrected. I actually do need this mask. I would have liked a teacher have us to do a turnaround. I've never done one yet. Turnarounds are really helpful, but also like, it depends on the type of project you're doing. If you're working on a project with a lot of people, then turnarounds are essential. If you're working on it by yourself, you could probably skimp on it a little bit depending on how detailed the character is. Like, some characters are much easier than others to draw. But I think it's an essential skill for anyone doing any sort of character design to be able to figure out and know how to do. So let's get this here. I'm basically just masking out all the areas that are going to be covered up with something. So the locks here are going to be covering up his jaw and a little bit of his muscle on the cheek here. Yeah, we just don't want to have anything overlapping where it doesn't need to be. I think that's just about good. And we can color his hair back to normal again. So that's what he's looking like right now. And then just double check. Uh-oh, there's one small area right here I forgot about. This is why it's important to check, guys. This is exactly why. You can get rid of tangents. Kind of like this beat, actually. I don't think we played this one before. All right, now I'm gonna merge this. So now it's all in one line, one layer. All right, I think we could probably draw it. I mean, I could always go back in and fix a couple lines here or there, but I think for the most part it's good. Let me fix up this shoe. Have it at least tucked in the pants a little bit. Yeah. I'm trying to have it be more angular, but it just keeps coming out too rounded sometimes. Like this here is also a little too round. There we go. And then we could probably point this a little bit more. A little bit of a sharper angle. Same thing here. All right. Thicker outline right here. This is probably the most tedious part of the process because I mentioned that I like the sketch phase a lot more, and then the inking can be tedious. But then this stage, when you're actually fixing everything, this is where things really start to shift because you're just like, oh, that line's not good enough. That line's not good enough. You know, it just is what it is. Oh, we got Amanda on. What's up, Amanda? And then we got Janet. Hi, I just woke up from a nap. Well, I'm glad you're up and awake and alert for our drawing session today. Perfect timing. The new music. Yes and no. Apparently, this has been here the whole time, but I don't think I ever clicked on it because when you guys can't see it, but they name these like the weirdest things. It's like Rolling Ducks is one of them, and then what are the other names for this? Night Driving, Dance Pop. You know, it's just like something is just kind of like what, you know. But this one was on there, and it seems to be kind of cool actually. Okay, so let me line. So now I'm gonna make sure I pixel lock this layer, and I'm also gonna set as my reference, which is the little lighthouse indicator right here, which this is something that Photoshop does not have, and I love it personally. I think it's incredible that they have this. And now what I'm gonna do is we're gonna go in and we're just basically gonna fill in the colors that we already established for this character. And then, let's see, is there a way to tolerance? Let's turn up the tolerance a little bit more. I freaking love this. This honestly is the one reason why I will be doing shadow boxers and Clip Studio Paint when I do the comic, because it's just so nice. There's one area I forgot to block out, so let's get rid of that line. Yeah, I'm loving the hair. Loving the hair. All right, and then we got the skin. Skin is important. Don't worry, I'll fix the areas that are kind of odd looking. Get his fingers. He's supposed to be holding grocery bags. We'll see if we get to that. We'll see how I feel. All right, then we got this for the vest. Let's color all that in. How much faster this is than Photoshop? It's not even right. Remember that time, you guys may or may not remember, a couple months ago, I was trying to do a stream and I was trying to show you guys how I color things quickly with like the multi-fill thing on Photoshop, and it would just give me so many issues. This one beats it by a long shot. I didn't have to download a plugin or anything. It was just like, you need me to work? Oh, okay, no problem, buddy. I got you. I got this. And it's just excellent. What color eyes should we give him? I'm personally thinking some sort of bluish green, just because of the hair is red and it's so close to the eye. But curious to know what y'all think. Let's see. Man, it says roll the ducks. I'm imagining the cheese roll in the UK, but with the ducks. We've heard it plenty of times here. I'll play it. This is feeding the ducks, and then we'll go back to the one that we were just playing. Right. So we've heard this one plenty of times. Which one was it? Oh, it's Into Space. There we go. Farm Fox. Haha, made it. Yes, there you go. I love it. Janet says a nap, or Mark says, Janet, a nap. I just woke up. Like, this is the start of my day. Good morning. Yeah, man. It's we're all over the world, which is what I love about this stream. Like, there are people here on the West Coast and the East Coast. Sounds like you're in another continent altogether, Mark. So this is exciting. This is a very multi-cultural, multi-ethnic stream, which is what makes this so fun. All right, let's get his pants over here. Then we got the Timbs. Okay, and then we have the red. Bam. Oh, he looks sick. He looks so sick. Does he look like an ASAP Bunny to y'all? I know there's tattoos and stuff that we need to put somewhere. Oh, did I forget this band on his wrist, on his arm too? Oops. Okay, we'll have to come back to that. All right, talking about the eye color. Everyone says light blue, bright blue. Okay, we'll do a bright blue kind of color. Let's start with this, and then we'll adjust it. One of the reasons I find this fun is because you don't typically see black characters with with eyes that are different colors like that. They're usually just always brown. That's not necessarily true. There's plenty of people with dark skin who I've seen with blue eyes, green eyes, gray eyes. Obviously, brown is the most common for any racial group, but I think it's really cool that for this project I get to kind of manipulate that and just have fun. Like Ishnu, the character Ishnu, you guys all recognize, I assume by now. He's got green eyes, and I did that intentionally, you know. And Atana, she's got blue eyes. Sometimes you can't really tell because she's wearing her goggles, but she's got blue eyes. And here, I'll just get a refresher. Let's see, where's her design at? Yeah, she got blue eyes here. The colors are slightly off on this file, but yeah, she got blue eyes. All right, now I can go in, create a clipping mask. How do I do that again? Is it this one? Yes. Getting more and more used to this program by the second. And then I'll pick like a purplish color, and I'm going to do something for the shadow. So let's bring that down. Let's say the light's coming from the top left. So we're gonna have shadows all down here. And all this is for is just to create a rough map. I'll go in and I'll clean this up in a second, but I just like to get the general idea of where the shadows are gonna be placed. Man, it says I like green for the eyes. Megan's popped in. Hey there, Joe McFo fam. 12 watchers, 3 likes. Unacceptable. One like equals 1 bunny saved. Yes, thank you for catching. So when I'm streaming, I can't tell how many likes I have. I can tell how many viewers I have. But yes, Megan, keep everybody on their toes. We gotta have the likes up. There was one dude on YouTube who would do live streams, and he would. If the likes were unacceptable, he would just stop the stream right there, no matter what conversation he was in. He'd be like, nope, we're done. He'd walk away. He'd play some music, and he'd just be like, let's get the likes up, folks. Let's get the likes up. And I was like, oh my gosh, this dude This dude is really handling business over here. Maybe I will do that one day just to see what happens. Maybe we'll get more people in the streams. All right. All right, there we go. So let's get that shadow down here. Probably have most of his shadow, or most of his shoulder covered in shadow. Shoulder shadow. All right. Then we're gonna need to get the bottom of his nose. This is actually one of my favorite parts of the process because things really start coming together right here. Things start to look real nice and clean, and three-dimensional, and like an actual show, you know. It's these little finishing touches that I just love so much. Okay, as I'm looking at the blue, I'm not sure. I think I might try the green. Let's just see what happens. Can I select that? How do you select a very specific thing? It will be this. There we go. So change up the hue. I think that's kind of cool. Maybe a slightly darker. Yeah, I kind of like the green a little bit more, guys. I kind of like the green. What I probably do at the end, though, I'll probably do something where I will do an overlay of a color and sort of mix that color into everything else, or like glazing. That's the word I was looking for, glazing. Let's see. I just snapped one of my brushes. Oh, that's the worst. I'm so sorry. Sorry, Megan. I'm a painter. I need the rabbit skin glue. This is so odd. Out of context, this is the weirdest conversation. But I'll be sure to like green and red complement. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Megan should be happy about that. That's her favorite complement pair, red and green. Rabbit skin glue, is that like cat gut sutures? Oh my gosh. As in originally made from cat gut, but made from something else in these modern times, or something like that. I don't remember the exact origins of cat gut or how it was made. Oh my gosh, I'm so concerned. I'm so concerned. Amanda Norris, why does it have to be rabbit skin glue? Jordan, any plans for a formal video soon? There's that word again, soon. There's that word again. Gabby knows what that means. But yes, so I actually do have a video that I have recorded, and I was in the process of editing it, and then I don't even know what happened. I think I just got busy with stuff in the middle of the semester, and I kind of just forgot about it. The other reason is because I was trying to learn a new program, Final Cut Pro, and I was like, man, I can't. I just kind of got intimidated by it, and I was like, man, I never figured out how to use it properly. So I actually do have a video in the works. It's on perfectionism, and yes, I need to get back to that. Maybe I'll do it. Maybe I see if I can. I'll try and put it out this week. Let's try and get a video out this week, because it's been like 6 months, and I don't want to just rely on shorts and live streams. I want to be able to provide like more content for you guys. It's just tricky. It's just really tricky. Actually, I just realized I might not need to get rid of this texture on this part because it's all fluffy. So maybe I could just leave it. Eraser. Ooh. Let's see here. All right. Where else would the shadow come in? Probably Well, sorry, I'm just thinking about the form of this right now. I might do this. Let me get rid of that. So this is one of those tricky steps. Whenever you're putting a character in shadow, I wonder if that arm is too wide. Oh, well, it's too late now. I'll fix him later. But whenever you're putting a character in shadow, you want to pay attention to the form. And what I'm kind of doing right now is I don't have this set up, but I'm picturing like what an action figure would look like in this lighting scenario and how I would set that up, you know? So if you guys have like a little Luke Skywalker or something, just put him up to the light and just see how it interacts with them. That I think is a really good step to try and figure out how to control all this, because it's a lot happening here, you know. Okay, there we go. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, there we go. Just getting some shading here. Push that up a little bit more. Yeah, I think he's starting to come together. Okay, this eraser is not doing me any favors though. I wanted to have that cool like texture, but I don't know if it's actually going to work very well for this. At least not with the speed that I'm working on it. Let's get some shadow for this lock right here. And this one. Ha, Jordan, if that concerns you, never research medical history. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'll steer clear of that. Yeah, everyone hold him accountable. Wow, that kind of something about the way you wrote. Yeah, that kind of hurts my feelings. Is Final Cut Pro the animation program? No, I don't think so. I'm not sure. Wait, cat guts, my babies. Oh my gosh. Or if you do research medical history, look up how the Victorians removed bladder stones, no anesthesia or pain meds, or the surgeon who killed 3 people in one surgery. How do you kill 3 people in one surgery? Like, how does that happen? I mean, like, wait. I'm almost afraid that I asked that. They have alternatives now, but it's traditional to apply before applying gesso to a canvas or wood. Helps seal and prevent oil from destroying the surface. Also stiffens the fabric. Yeah. I am not one to be looking up random medical history. Look, well, there's something you guys may or may not know about me. Biology, anything medical related, was not my subject in school. I should have failed biology, honestly. The only reason I didn't is because I did extra credit and I got like a 97 and replaced my lowest test grade, which was a 62 at the time. So I was like a D-. And that was the only reason I even passed that class. Which sucks because biology, the class that I took, and I'm sure it's like this in many other places, at least for high school, it's just memorizing terms. And I'm not bad at memorizing. It just was like, I don't know what it was. It was just not for me. I actually, when I was a kid, I wanted to be okay, this is gonna sound, I gotta prep this. So some of you guys may have heard of a show called The Cosby Show. And of course, Bill Cosby was the main character on it back in the 80s. Now I know Bill's in hot water right now, so please, I don't want to see one of the comments going like, oh my gosh, but I wanted to be a doctor like Dr. Huxtable. And I was like, man, maybe, you know, that life seems so amazing and I get to help people and all that stuff. I took biology and I was like, nope, that's not happening. Forget about it. and that dream went straight down the flusher. It was just one of those things. I respect doctors. Don't get me wrong. I respect doctors, but I certainly could not do what they do. I don't think I have the patience to go to school for that long anyway. I went to art school for 6.5 years. I'm done. And I like art. So, yeah. Going back on the subject on when I'm going to have another video soon, can you guys comment on the video what type of videos you'd want to see from me, like the edited ones? Because I have ideas of what I might think I want to do, but you guys have been around long enough where I think that you guys deserve to have a say in it. Like, I'm curious to know what you guys are interested in, and if we can accommodate for that. I just realized I never colored the the bracelets. So let's just give it let's match the color of this, just for the sake of ease. Okay, let me put the shadows back on. Good color from there. There we go. All right. Now let's do some coloring inside the vest here. Or some shading, I guess, technically. Just to show there's a little bit of depth. Guys, so apparently Tom Holland and Zendaya are engaged, and I'm really upset about that. I'm really upset because I feel betrayed by Spider-Man after I've supported him through everything, and he just went and took Zendaya from us. I'm pretty upset. So send your prayers up. Send holiday greeting cards and all that stuff with well wishes, because I'm trying to not be overly depressed right now. Of course, I don't even know if that's 100% true. I just saw it on Instagram and just made a thing out of it. But if it's true, then it's a tragic day for me. So I need y'all to be understanding and sympathetic that if I am not my normal self for a little while, then that's why. That's why. All right, so let's select this color here. And then we're going to take this. Let's see if this will work. Yeah, okay, just gonna change the shadows on that. And there we go. We got ASAP Bunny. Without the mask and grocery bag that I just didn't draw yet. Oh, I got a lot of comments. Let's see. So Victoria, I can't believe I'm about to read this. Sorry, Jordan, I didn't mean to get so off topic. No, it's okay. That's where we're to hang out. Honestly, the way I like to, when I have drawing sessions in person, we go on all these topics. Sometimes I don't contribute because I just have nothing to say. But yeah, our prof says, Amanda, of course, our prof has a video on rabbit skin glue. Oh my gosh, this is so odd. So Victorians had audiences for surgery. Surgeon was amputating a leg and speed was needed because there was no anesthesia. Also, it was a mark of pride to have dirty tools. So the patient died of infection. The assistant had a finger cut off because he got in the way, died of infection, and the spectator got too close and his coat was cut and he had a heart attack and died. Oh my gosh. What a horrible story. Did I take anatomy and physiology classes? When I was in high school, I took biology, chemistry, and I took physics for 2 years. I never took a physiology class. And if you want to count anatomy as like learning about where the muscles and bones are, like that, yeah, technically, but that was an art school. It's not like a medical type thing. Before we go back to the topic of art, did you know that the chainsaw was invented for childbirth? No, I did not. Wow. Okay. Um, yes, my house smells on my prep days. Does the video have to be shower boxes related? No, it doesn't have to be shower boxes related. In fact, I actually need to do I need to figure that out specifically so I can release videos about shower boxes that are not live streams, but that also are not spoilers. So I'm actually got to work on that. Jordan suffers through the blender donut. Oh my gosh, Megan, you're trying to destroy me. That would be a long video. I'd have to figure that out, but that would be fun. That would be fun. I gotta learn anyway. But anyway, Jordan, what's the difference between cell shading and just regular shading? Cell shading is more like flat, like thinking like this would be cell shading, right? I treat it as if it were an animated show or cartoon, and it's just flat. I'm not worried about form and how it's supposed to really wrap around to the same degree. Like, let me see. Let me just pull up an example. Like this right here. This woman, you could tell that there's a portion of her skin that's very light here, and then we have these midtones on the front of her forehead and the nose and everything. And then we have these shadows here, and then we have deeper shadows in the hair because the value is darker. So that would be an example of more realistic shading. And that has its place for sure, but I'm just not doing it for these characters. It'll be too much. Mark, yes, and there was originally a hand crank saw that thing for amputations, but it was too unwieldy and was a massive failure. Goodness gracious. Jordan, I've already sent my condolences. Thank you, Kaylin. I appreciate that. I need it again because, yeah, you know, Zendaya. I mean, come on. Got hello from Art Prof. So cool to see you here. And then honestly, medicine has been cruel, especially to women, for a long time. I'm sorry, guys. Press F in the chat to pay respects. Y'all are funny. We got one F. Just one F? Is that it? No one else wants to pay respects? What's the deal? I miss you all at Pod so much. I miss you guys at Pod too. I just gotta throw that in and say that. Mark, in lower classes, at least in Victorian times, people were more likely to survive if they had surgery at home because they were cleaner. I'll shout out The Butchering Art by Lindsay Fitzharris. I'm done. Sorry for making people uncomfortable. Oh my gosh. Yeah, there's that was a discussion I was not prepared for. I gotta admit. I was really not expecting it to go there, but it's okay because we have a open conversation policy that I just enacted like 4 seconds ago. So I think that's a really nice title for it, but it's the one I'm thinking of. That's all I got. So yeah, is what it is. All right. But yeah, anyway, I think we're pretty good with ASAP Bunny. Does anyone have any real objections to him? Yes or no? Oh shoot, we forgot to put the tattoo. Okay, that is one thing that is on me. So you gotta do the bunny tattoo. What did I do in the sketch? I'm trying to remember. Okay, there we go. Okay, we're gonna copy this layer. I am too lazy to redraw this. Something about being on his stomach is just really weird. So I think I'm gonna move it to his arm. Actually, nah. He's got big arms. Let's move it up here. ASAP Bunny. And then we'll do a little bit of warping. Mesh transformation. Nothing crazy, just wanted to wrap a little bit. Get to be a little round. All right. All right, guys, this is a monumental moment. After weeks of drawing him and the updates and everything, we finally got an ASAP Bunny. Wait a second. Let's put there we go. Finally got ASAP Bunny, and not to mention, we still got Chef Fufu right here. So these are the characters we've been working on the last couple of weeks, and I still can't believe that this is a concept that we came up with. This was so much fun. We got Chef Fufu, who is the vegan chef with a pet pig named Pork Chop, who I still have to design. I never really got a chance to finish him. I just realized this comment was up this whole time. My bad. Sorry, didn't mean to be like that. And then we got ASAP Bunny, whose sole purpose is to save bunnies. So yeah, we got some fun concepts for shadow boxes already. If this is how we're starting, I can only imagine what it's going to be like when you guys get a sense of the world and understand more about the dynamics of the characters and stuff like that. Because this is just the tip of the iceberg. This is going to be insane. So let me save this real quick. Let me go back to the comments. Let's see. When I was in sophomore year of high school, I was more interested in entertainment design. I thought taking AP anatomy and physiology, thinking that it was art related. But as soon as I found out that was more sciencey, I immediately became uninterested. Yeah, I would have the same reaction. It's unfortunate. My teachers didn't even know what entertainment design was when I was in school. I'll tell you that story in a little bit after I go through the comments. Jordan, I'm not trying to kill you. I just think it would be a great video. You probably just want to do the highlights, though. No, you're right. It would be a fun video. I think I'm just joking. I'm just joking. But I will have to have you like on the sidelines, like going like, okay, Jordan, you've been recording for 17 hours now. I think you should probably put the sprinkles on and figure it out. ASAP looks awesome. Maybe the poster should be for his and Fufu's spinoff. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. I love that idea. I think it would actually help people because 3D is intimidating, and it's good to know that people at any level can struggle to learn it, and it's okay. That is so nice. I like that. I like a Blender tutorial too, to be honest. I don't know if we could call it a tutorial, what I would produce. Like I would be following along another tutorial. It might be entertaining though, I'm not gonna lie. Oh wait, also CSP has a 3D model library one can use as reference. You could use that to build characters, Jordan, or is that cheating? I could use it to build characters, but I don't know. I like drawing characters. I think I'll do that for when I have more complex poses, maybe. Because I do know what you're talking about. I think, are they in here somewhere? 3D. Yeah, all this cool stuff. So I could totally use this one day. Oh my gosh, look at these little anime faces. Wait a second. This material has not been downloaded. Do you want... Okay, I'm not gonna download it, but look at that face! There's something funny about that. Yeah. So I might use some of this stuff one day. Jordan is showing all of you 0.000005% of shadow boxers. That is true. That is so true. Matter of fact, here, I'll show you guys just how much I've done for shadow boxers. And Kathy says, actually an accurate percentage, LOL. Yeah, that's very true. I want to show you guys something really quick. Let me find this video. I showed it in my last stream, but I want to see if I can find it again. So some of you guys may know, I've mentioned I have a pitch deck, or not pitch deck, a series Bible for shadow boxers. And it's 112 pages. But for those of you who think I'm exaggerating, this is a video of me scrolling through it. The words are pixelated on purpose. I did that in post. But that is all the writing I've done for shadow boxers, and I'm still not even done. So yeah, when I say there's a lot, it's a lot. Let's see. Art Prof, have you read the story? I haven't. It's top secret. The only two... Okay, I'm going to call the two people out who know the story better than anybody at this point. And even then, there's still some places that are missing. Kathy right here and Megan are the only two who really know what shadow boxers contains. And there's still updates that neither of them have heard yet. So yeah, it's a very small select group of people. But yeah, the 3D library can be useful for some poses like really tough hand angles, but it ends up making stuff look kind of generic and stiff. Yeah, that's the other thing. Like with 3D models, you have to be really careful when it comes to characters. So you just gotta be really careful about that. Christian says, "Good Lord," and then Kathy says, "Heh, that was a maniacal laugh, Jordan." Well, I mean, yeah, I guess it was. I guess so. I don't get to do it very often, but it's fun. Okay, guys. So now that we've done this, now we can move on to the next topic, which was on the title of the stream. I said ASAP Bunny and Shadow Boxers poster. So what that means is we have to start going through some poster stuff. So I'm curious. Let me find the right slide here. Is it this one? Okay. So these are some poster designs I did of shadow boxers. Matter of fact, can I pull this in here so I can make it bigger? Oh, it just opened up its own thing. That's cool. All right, so I have numbered these 1, 2, 3. It's pretty easy, right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I've already done this one, number 8, so we can cross that out. I'll show you what that has turned into, and I actually have a quick video for it. So this is what it turned into. I started with that loose sketch, and you guys can see that it took a lot of time building this. So I drew out the body first, and I'm swiping through it a little quickly. We got Javid without his clothes on. Drew on the jacket on top, and just really refining things. Then we have Atana in the background. We got her pose. Half of her body we didn't even see because of the placement of Javid. But I really like how she came out. I think that it was a really fun, dynamic pose for her to do. And yeah, and then we got Kayla up on her hoverboard. Unfortunately, for the sake of the composition, I had to make it a little bit smaller for her just to fit. But then we have her clothes on, and then when you guys got some hints of their abilities and stuff like that, what their powers look like. And then doing the clean line art. Those sleeves took forever on Jave, and that's why it took so long. And then we got more of Atana, more colors, and then Kayla, and figuring out the lighting scenarios, drawing the hoverboard, which took forever. And by the end of it, it ended up looking like that. And here's a better image of it right here. So yeah, that's what we're trying to build. But anyway, so what do you guys think? Do you guys, I have my own personal favorites. I'll be honest. I kind of am feeling 3 right now. I'm feeling 3. I had someone also chime in earlier, and they mentioned that they liked poster number 1 and number 10. So, but I'm curious, what do you guys like? Give me a number, and we'll tally it up, and we'll see. So I'm just gonna slide through. We got 1 through 10, except for 8, because I did 8. I'm not doing that a second time. Or if you want a new one, say new design. And we can just do thumbnails of that. Manette says 5 because it has Aletha. Okay, I'm glad we got an Aletha fan in here. I love that. It's awesome. Let's see. Mark says, "Oh, okay. I don't have Clip Studio, but I have seen people use it on YouTube. The cast shadows on 7 are nice. Cast shadows on 7. Oh, this one right here. Okay. I have to design the background for that one. That would be fun. All right, we got 3. Aletha, aka Majul. I guess so. That may or may not become canon. I don't know. I'm still deciding. We got 3 and 10. Okay. So we got 3, 5, 7, 8. Okay, these are all very different numbers. So it seems like you all like very different ones. All right, I'm gonna see if someone else says one other number that gives me a little bit of an edge somewhere. Just give me one more person. Just one more. 9. Okay, well, you already wrote 9, Mark. It's pretty obvious. There's only like 12 of you on here. I could tell when you guys have the same usernames. Anybody else? All right. Well, what I'll do. Let's at least start up a new page. Oh, what is this? Oh, this is me drawing my characters for fun. I was trying to see how quickly I could draw them without like really paying attention. These came out okay. Trying to draw more of an action-packed pose for Javen. Where's the Oh, I guess that layer's blank. Realistically, I'm probably going to delete this file. Okay. Pick number 3, my lord. That's hilarious. I'll vote 3 so I can contribute to the environments. I'm interested in one with a background, so probably 3. Same reason as Megan. Aletha hasn't been drawn in any streams yet, just saying. Has she not been? I'm actually updating her design slightly. I would show you, but it's on my iPad. My iPad's on the other side of the room. Okay, so we'll do 3. Whoever said pick number 3, my lord, is hilarious. All right, so let's. What is an accurate dimension for a poster? What would that look like? Is that, I guess 17 by 11. Okay. And then let's just copy this over. So we're gonna do number 3. And we'll do an Aletha drawing stream. I actually need to do a video for her because I'm slightly updating her design and just to make her simpler. Because she's actually, part of the reason I haven't drawn Aletha is because she's kind of a headache to draw with all the stuff I gave her, which all looks cool, but it's like, it's kind of unmanageable on some level. All right. Bam. All right, let me get my water break real quick. I'm starting to have regrets about making this whole thing larger instead of just cutting out the the image. Oh, okay, there we go. It worked. All right, highly pixelated, but that's all good. All right. No. Okay, fine. Well, I'll tell you what. Just because we're doing this one tonight doesn't mean that the other ideas are gonna be thrown out the window. Matter of fact, it seems like you guys are so interested in posters. I might need to just make prints of them, which would be cool. I would love to see like someone have a Shadowboxers poster in their house somewhere. I think that'd be so dope. 24 by 36. You're trying to make my computer explode. I think what I'm gonna do. I think what the best thing to do would be to make these lines vectorized, and that way I can scale them up and we can make it 24 by 36. But I just don't feel like this thing should explode today. You all know the tech issues are very famous on these streams. So yeah, this is Aletha's villain origin story. I do have her villain origin story, but it's certainly not this in the live stream. CSP looks so much like Photoshop, but also not like Photoshop, and that's why I don't have it. That's a Shadowboxer sticker on your water bottle. Yes, actually, I forgot. I'm surprised I never brought it up before, but yes, I have a Shadowboxer sticker on the water bottle right here. So we're gonna make some slight adjustments to the logo, and then I want to open up an online store so you guys can buy it and do that and put it places. Can you use vectors in Clip Studio Paint? Yes, you can. That is one of the benefits of it. So let's see. So if you guys see right here at the bottom, there's this new layer line, and then there's this one. This is a new vector layer. And so whenever you see that little cube there, that means it's creating a vectorized line, and it acts just like a vector. So it's really, really awesome. Let me just double check the size of this page, because for some reason this feels small, but I'm not sure. How do I check the size of the canvas? Oh, wait, it's at the top. All right. So I'll sketch in pencil, regular line, and then I'll do the inking in a vector. And then let's do this too. Oh, perfect. I already have Javen's design pulled up. Just get some reference for him. Because I'll be honest, I do kind of have him memorized in my head what he looks like, but sometimes the pants trip me up a bit. I have a SB sticker on my desktop computer. Kathy is the merch queen. Yes, Kathy is the one who made these stickers, and it is so awesome. And I want to be able to share them with you guys. I only have a couple right now, but if you guys are interested, let me know, and we can see if we can make something happen with more stickers. Okay, so let's figure out this right here. So we got Javen. He's jumping off a building, which is part of his characteristic. He's a bit of a what's the word I'm looking for? A daredevil in a sense. He's kind of got a daredevil sense to him. So let's just sketch him out real quick. And the only reason I'm really resketching him is just because it's so pixelated that it's kind of hard to even know what I did. Okay, so we got that straight line there. One thing that I'm really focusing on is straights versus curves and design. So basically what that means is you don't want to have two straight lines in a design, otherwise it reads as very, very boring. So one trick that you can do is you can either change up the parallels and make it like this, or you can have it go like this, and that automatically adds interest. There's actually a really solid example of two characters that look similar like that. I'll show you guys what I mean. Let me see. So we have this guy. Oh wait, I put the wrong name. I put Professor X instead of Professor Utonium. So if you look at him, he's actually like perfectly square, and it's kind of boring. You know, there's not a whole lot of character to him. But there is a character that looks very similar, almost as if it's a different universe, but the same character, and that is Samurai Jack. And if you look at Samurai Jack, there's so many similarities between the two, even down to their widow's peak. But he just looks so much more interesting because of the straights versus curved balance. So that's kind of a little a character design tip for y'all, for those of y'all who are character designers. I bet Javen gets injured a lot. He's gone through some stuff. Let's put it like that. He's not a stranger to pain, physically or emotionally. That's your spoiler for the day. All right, let's get that here. And then, what did I do for this? I'm trying to remember. Okay, I think his arm was stretched out like this. Yeah, there we go. His arm was coming out like this. And we'll just have his arm do that. Let's push his head back like this. Since this is such a dynamic pose, I really just want to make sure I pull this off, right? Make sure it feels just as dynamic in the final as it is in the sketch. That's always the most difficult part I notice, is that people have a hard time capturing the dynamism later on. Get his ear right here. Okay, as I'm looking at this, let me just check. I think this leg feels a little off. Yeah. That's pretty big butt. So let's shave that down a little bit. Yeah, it just reminded me. Earlier today, I was watching this video by this YouTuber named Cinnamon Toast Ken. I love his videos because he basically just kind of like cracks jokes all the time. And there was this video of this woman it was on My Strange Addiction. She was addicted to getting butt injections. And she got like 50 of them done from this lady on the black market, and just met in a hotel room and just injected her with these needles. And I was just like, what in the world? The way she said it was so calm. Like, I'm addicted to butt injections. It's like, what? And she was like, yeah, I plan to get 30 more. I know that stuff is all done for TV. There's like no way that they would like allow some of that stuff, but it's so bizarre to me. So yeah, apparently that's what I thought of as I had to trim down Javen's butt just now. Don't judge me, y'all. Don't judge me. All right, I think I like this leg, but I think it's a little long for him. So let's just scale it back. And then let's get his abilities right here. Let's get this thing going. Get all Swifty McVeigh. All right. Bam. Trying to figure out how to get this as dynamic as possible. Okay. All right, it's doing all right for right now. Samurai Jack is Professor Utonium. Yeah, pretty much, right? He kind of is. Mind blown. Yeah, it's so bizarre. Like when I saw that, because I was trying to figure it out for a class I was teaching, and I was like, who are two characters that look similar that explain this principle? And that popped in my head. It was a good moment. I remember that. And I use it all the time now. Gotta have that emotional pain. Yes, a lot of writers say you have to torture your characters. And yeah, the main characters, trust me, guys, they're gonna go through some pain. I'm being real with you. They're gonna like really deal with it. I'm not saying that to be to like hype it up or anything, but they're gonna go through stuff. That's the professor's alter ego, and that's a conspiracy theory I've had since I was 10. Oh man, we need to collab and do a video on it. Maybe that's the next edited video, right? You make that look so easy. I'm about to break another brush. Wait, I make what look so easy? Drawing? Well, thank you. I appreciate that. But it's still hard. Are you breaking brushes on purpose? Don't do that. First was an accent. Second is frustration. Yeah, it's so difficult getting your drawings to look right. I just realized I know what's wrong. His torso is too long. There we go. Yeah, that's much better. Much better. It's the little things, guys. It's the little things. I'm not even sure if I need this arm, but it feels weird without it though. I think that would look strange. But also that looks strange too. Maybe I'll do something like this where it's just foreshortened. Yeah, there we go. That's not too bad. Why is this a different color? Okay. All right, cool. So now we got Javen doing his thing with his powers. Can always make this bigger or smaller, whatever we decide to do. But one thing now, we gotta do these buildings. Try and get that scaled properly. All right, so I'm gonna try and remember how to do this because there was a way to get perspective ruler on here. So let me see. Is this? No, it's liquefied. Does anyone remember how to get the perspective ruler? Oh wait, okay. Linear ruler, perspective ruler, okay. And then add vanishing point. Okay, so we're gonna have one that's way up here. Zoom out. Okay, so horizon is gonna be way down here. Can never remember how to do this. Oh, okay, I deleted it. Let's try that again. If I can remember how to do it. This is the other thing. If I learn how to use this properly, it'll be fantastic. But this is one other thing about Clip Studio that I really liked, is the fact that it even had this as an option. Hold on, let me get rid of some of this stuff. Let's see. For y'all who don't remember, that's the I know the story winky face. That's funny. I have two favorite brushes. Think I would legit cry if either broke. Oh, I'm so sorry. Unrelated, but I'm going back to Cali home in a week and I'm so excited. Hey, that's awesome. That's awesome. I assume it's before winter break, right? Because school's killing your butt. Yeah, that's happening. That's happening. Zoinks, buildings and backgrounds, ew, gross. I'm right there with you, man. I understand buildings and backgrounds are kind of gross, but they have to be done from time to time. The only thing that's really irritating me right now is I can't figure out how to get this perspective ruler. And it's moving real slow right now. Does anyone know how to work this thing? Let me close this file too, because I think this is also giving me some issues. Wait, no, I'm closing that. How does this freaking work? Which one is which? I can't remember. What's the vanishing point? Okay, we're gonna try this again. We're gonna try this one more time. Otherwise, we're just going to keep doing stuff. Wait, why is all this is messing up on me? I already ordered a new one. The first one was my favorite brush. Oh, that's the worst. I taped it up though. Oh my gosh. Friendly reminder to like this video. Yes, please like the video. I appreciate you all for your support as always. Here, while I'm thinking about while I'm clicking around, let's change the music a little bit. But at least we know we have another option for music. Let's try this one. How does night driving sound? Amanda, I genuinely offer my condolences. That's painful. Penny of my nephew is passed. This will never look good. And now into holy crap, this just might work. Hey, that's always the great stage. I love that stage. Now if we can get that to happen here, because this doggone perspective ruler is not cooperating, and I can't remember how to make this work. If I know we were going to do this when we were prepared for it, because I don't want to be looking at tutorials on how to do this. Although I'm very tempted to. I'm tempted to just go on YouTube and just be like, hey, let's figure this out. Oh, no, like that. Get off. Okay, let's lock this layer here. I'm not even sure which one the horizon line is. This is so bizarre. Who knows which one is the horizon? Anyone know? Okay, I think this might be the horizon line. Yeah, here we go. This is the horizon line. Okay, it's this blue one. So that's going to be brought down. Oh, okay. And then these purple ones are the vanishing points. I get it. Okay. Oops. Is there a way to lock this in place or something? All of this. Megan, you use Clip Studio Paint. Do you ever do the work with this tool? This is actually driving me insane. Okay, forget it. We're just gonna do these buildings outright. I was trying to work my way through it, but now I realize that we're just gonna do this the old-fashioned way. And if the perspective is off, then it's off. Let's fix that here. It's not like we're seeing a whole crazy like perspective shot. Well, no, it is, but we're not seeing a bunch of buildings. Most of this is just sky. Yeah, I can kind of figure out from there. Okay, let's see. I'm putting the brushes down for the night. Gonna draw on the iPad now. Looks like Jordan is playing with constellations. That makes no sense to me. It does, because of all the vanishing points in the thing. It's really kind of irritating. It helps that this is maybe a 5 to 7 inch sketchbook. The larger painting of him has been sitting in flat colors for almost a week because I'm dreading trying to push through the crap stage. Anyone with tips on environment painting? I'm taking a class online. I'm very, very concerned that I might never get environments right. I would say when it comes to doing environments, that one tip is, I mean, obviously you want to get perspective, right? I think we understand the importance of it based on what I was just going through, but you really want to solidify that very clearly. And then let's get a different color. I can't really see that. Oh, I'm also using a bad brush. Let's try this. So I would say definitely working on perspective when it comes to painting it. Learning how to paint the different objects that are going to be in the painting is always helpful. So let's say you're doing a forest scene, then it's probably going to be really good to know that you know how to paint trees specifically, you know. And I think sometimes people bite off more than they can chew when it comes to an environment painting. So you always want to pay attention to that sort of thing. Like figure out which things are going to be in your painting and learn how to paint that. Also, lighting, direction, understanding form and values, understanding atmospheric perspective, like how things need to go further in space, just through line, color, shape, and value, that sort of stuff. I kind of regret putting this logo on here because I don't know what was behind it now. This is exactly why I need that perspective ruler. You know, I'm gonna try again. I think I gave up too soon. Let me try a different tactic though. Let's use this really cool trick I found online. It's called Google, and we're just going to see if this can help me. Perspective ruler, Clip Studio. Because yeah, this is how we learn, guys. That's the cool thing about the internet, is like, as toxic as it is, oftentimes it can be so helpful, and you can learn literally anything on here. All right, let's use their actual website. Let's get the official Clip Studio help guide. Let's see. Actually, I don't have any idea how to do that. I've touched those tools once or twice, but do all my tricky perspective stuff in Blender. I just screenshot them all and paste that in. Okay, well, we are at a standoff then, because I don't know how to use 3D, and you don't know how to use this. So we're gonna figure it out together. In Clip Studio Paint, you can draw accurate lines, freehand. Oh, okay. So I probably should have started with this. I probably should layer, ruler frame, create perspective ruler, and then I could have created a 3-point perspective from that. Oh, okay. Maybe that was part of the problem. Let's try this. Layer, layer, ruler, create perspective ruler, 3-point perspective. Okay, now I think this was the, yeah, okay, this was the horizon. And then these were all the vanishing points. Okay, okay. I used it like once before, so it's slowly kind of coming back to me. What was this one? Oh, okay, this was for the one down here. Okay, I remember now. All this, wow, this is just so simple as using another tool for this, or opening the tool in a different way. And vanishing point. Okay. How do you spell Google? I think Mark got it right. Google, right? Googol, and then googly. That's another great way to spell it. Thanks, Mark. I'll check out this Google. See, I'm teaching you guys a whole bunch of stuff. I know you had ever heard of Google before. So next time you use it, I want you guys to like cite me as a source. If you make a video, if you post a piece of artwork and you use Google for it, I need you all to be like, Joe McPhail helped me. Yeah. Okay. So this is taking a minute to load. Okay. I'm really trying to figure this out, guys. I'm sorry. I know this is probably not the most entertaining portion of my live streams you've ever seen in life, but I gotta figure this out because these buildings are in like a really wild perspective. There we go. And then I think if I can plug these in here, I think these lines will automatically, yeah, here we go. Now, okay, so this is cool. So what you can do, you can make it so that the ruler's showing this layer, and now all the lines I draw, if I put frame, wait, all the lines that I put here are going to be in the right perspective, which is really cool. Okay, I don't know if it's still exactly what I want just yet though. So I'm gonna take another minute to set all this up. Because I think it's important to make sure I get these lines right, especially. The tricky part is I know it's going to look different from the sketch because I didn't use a perspective ruler when I did that. Okay. Okay, let's try this one more again. Yeah, we're just going to. Okay, looks like. Huh. Oh my gosh. This is not supposed to be this wacky. What am I doing wrong? I don't understand. I'm working on a Christmas cosplay. Oh, that's fun. Never used ZBrush. Blender is 100% free, and 3D snobs can come at me saying X does Y better, but I don't care. I also don't use Blender for sculpting. Maybe one day I will. I'm not a 3D expert. I just know a decent amount about it relative to the average 2D artist. That is true. I go to Megan for everything 3D as the 2D artist. I want to start 3D sometime in the future, but I'm stuck at the what do I use stage of my research. OMG, I just Google. Apparently, it's 10 to the 100th power. Yep, I definitely didn't know that. Yeah, it's a big number. That's all it is. Not a math person, obviously. A Gravity Falls inspired Maple Pines cosplay. Because why not? I don't think I know much about Gravity Falls. I feel like I saw the guy present at school one time, though. Like, I think he came to the place. I wonder. You know what? I just realized. I think maybe I have this upside down. Maybe that's what's wrong with my ruler. Yeah, maybe that was the problem this whole time. At least for these buildings here. Okay, now it doesn't want to draw. Now I'm really lost. Okay, someone explain this to me. Oh, okay. I think it's doing that thing again. Tech issues, everyone. All right. I think it's time to start this again. I hate that this happens every single stream. I know it's Mark's favorite part, but I still hate it. This is always my least favorite because it just throws off my groove. You know what I mean? You haven't seen Gravity Falls, Jordan? No, I don't think so. Jordan, is this 3-point perspective? Yes, it will be 3-point perspective. Okay, sorry, let me just get this download started because the pen, it just stopped on me. It just stopped. I guess the perspective ruler takes a lot of power because this thing was just like, it was fine before. And it's like, you gotta be kidding me, bro. You just cut that out. I know what you think this is. I'm afraid to update the computer because I'm afraid it's gonna get worse. Even though it might actually help, I have no idea. Maybe this is a sign I need to take a quick break anyway. Just start with Blender if you're not trying to become a pro 3D artist. The fundamentals of 3D are all the same, and it's just important to get practice and learn from the concepts. Tech issues! Thanks for the advice. Jordan, I bet you're thinking of when Phil Renda visited. He did character design for Gravity Falls when they went from pilot to official show. Okay, was that what it was? That name does sound familiar. I thought it was the creator, but I guess not. I could have sworn the creator actually came to RISD, but I guess your memory is probably better than mine because I don't remember the show. or no, the show. I was gonna do Blood Moon cosplay this year with my boyfriend, but he not gonna be here for Christmas thanks to army stuff. Oh, okay. Well, I also don't know Blood Moon, but at least he figured something out. Figured out an alternative. Okay. All right. So there we go, guys. It's just opening again. I'm curious of you guys who are on, how many of you all are writing your own stories? I think I might have asked this before, but I forgot everybody's answers. So forgive me if I did ask this. I've forgotten all y'all. So who here is writing a story, a fictional story with their own world building and stuff like that? I'm really curious. And also tell me what kind of struggles you might be having or things that you found very helpful. Doesn't this seem fitting? I'm just looking at this Spidey poster with the Joe McFo on it. I think it is very me, isn't it? And yes, that calls for a hydration check too. Oh wait, Megan, did you see this? I don't know if Megan was on when I showed this off. Look how awesome. It's so cool. I want to put it on, but it's I think it's gonna mess with the mic, and I also can't see very well through it. But it's my little mask, and it's got light up eyes. And it's got the red light, activate instant kill. Matter of fact, wait. Let me turn off the light here. I don't know how well you can see that. Activate instant kill. It's so sick. It's so sick. Yeah, it's just fresh. It is just so fresh. I'll get the light on in a second. Okay, I kind of like this lighting setup. Oh, that glow is nice. Maybe I'll just do it like this. Megan says, "Hey." Amanda says, "Whoa, where did you get that helmet?" It was a gift. I just got it yesterday. Sorry, I just saw a text message. I just got it yesterday. It was a gift from someone who's on our stream before. If I can find his comment, I'll pull his name up. Let me see. I want to get his credit. Zetherix. He said he'd be right back an hour ago. I don't know if he's back yet, but he's the one who got it for me, as well as this poster, which is really cool. There's a couple other things too, but I'll leave you with just those two for right now. Let's see. This thing is still downloading the file, so we're just gonna keep it here because there's nothing interesting I could show on the screen that you guys haven't seen before. Let's see. Maybe you can trick Zendaya with that helmet. Maybe. Only thing is, I'm taller than Tom Holland is, and and I can't do a British accent very well. All I can do is like, "Hello, I'm Tom Holland," and be taller. And that's about it. But that would be cool. I wish I could trick her. Just the desire to break up Spider-Man and MJ. And that's something. All right. Good news, people. Good news. The download is done, and we can resume to drawing. My wife says she's scared of my mind sometimes. Show us the script. The script for what? Shadowboxers? Bruh. I don't know about that. Wonder if there's something I could show you, though. Let me see. The answer is probably no. Like, everything is... Like, all I need for you guys is just to pause the stream later on and find all of my secrets and stuff. But let me see if there's something that might be cool to show. No, I can't show y'all anything writing wise. Plus, that'd just be boring for me to just show a script. It's like 30 pages. Let's see. But I'm getting more interested in making a horror graphic novel someday. Never thought I'd get into the horror genre, but writers like Stephen Graham Jones and D. Castro really speak to me. Oh, that's really cool. That's awesome. Let's see. Megan says, me, I am. Talking about my question about who's writing their own story. Honestly, I experience tech issues all the time since I switched to Mac OS. Yeah, I've had Mac for years, but I didn't know these issues will come up because when I do streams for Art Prof, it's on Clara's end, and so there's never really an issue. But she has a Windows computer, and this is all making me go like, man, this is really frustrating. But it is what it is. I have several stories. Ooh, that's awesome. I tried before, I abandoned it long ago. The world building is easy part. It's the character building I struggle with. I understand that. I actually had a discussion with Kathy, who might still be on, but we were talking about the Ross Draws art book, which we both have, and one of the things that we kind of noted was that the world building was really cool, but there's not a whole lot of storytelling in the book itself. And that was kind of our little critique. And if Ross, you see this, we love you, bro. But we did have a comment on that. So Ross is probably way too busy to be on my little live stream. But yeah, it's a tricky thing, and I'm trying to learn how to do it too. I will say this: you guys may or may not know this, but I actually abandoned shadow boxers twice in my life. You guys are all probably like, "What? Why in the world would you do that?" Well, because I got heavily discouraged and I didn't know what I was doing. So yeah, that happens sometimes. Yeah, that happens sometimes. Glue it layer. How do I do this? I think I will have to block this out in 3D. Megan, you convinced me. Because stuff like this, I'm just like, unless I figure out how to use the perspective ruler properly, you know? But yeah, I really thought about quitting Shadowboxers on multiple occasions. Once when I was in high school, because that's when I originally thought of this concept. I was in high school. Of course, it's changed drastically since then. Like, it's not even recognizable. I looked at my old notebook and like from when I was 14, and I'm just like, what is this? What is this? But yeah, sometimes you just need those breaks, you know? Maybe it's not just about quitting it or abandoning it entirely, but sometimes you just need a minute. And quite honestly, if I had stuck with what I thought I was going to do at 14, then I probably would have dropped it, because it would have been really dull. It was not that exciting. Nor did it really make a whole lot of sense. But I was 14. That's just, you got to start somewhere, right? Don't despise humble beginnings, right? Like, for example, my tech issues is more of a symptom of a humble beginning than anything. And, I know that one day I won't have these issues because I'll be able to make sure I have the best quality, hard drive and RAM and all this stuff that's needed to make a computer do its thing well. So can't despise those humble beginnings, y'all. I'm just going to stick with the perspective I drew here. Just see what happens. Um, Wait, I'm missing something. Anybody got hacking skills? Y'all are funny. I don't know why I'm seeing these comments so late. Oh well, it was a good discussion. It was a good discussion. Talking about Ross's book. Yep. Awesome. I just like freaking people out. It gives me joy. Depends what kind of hacking do you need. So we know it's 30 pages. Well, I think it's actually more like roughly 30 pages. It might be longer or shorter. I can't exactly remember, but I do have to do a slight rewrite because I'm trying. So I wrote this pilot script like a year ago, and there's a lot of things that have been developed since then. And I decided I want to have a couple more conflicting moments. I mean, not conflicting moments. That's a bad way to put it. Like a couple more moments that puts more weight on the characters, and like how certain things that happen can be more based on what the characters do, than rather than just a coincidence or like stuff like that. I know that this makes any sense to you guys without context, but trust and believe there's going to be a slight rewrite. It's still basic story, but it's more like there was a cake. We're just changing the flavor of the frosting. That's really all we're doing. Hacking into Jordan's files. Y'all are funny. I love how excited you guys are about it. Manette, each day we learn more and more. Next time we'll know what font Jordan uses. Oh, I can tell you that right now. I use the script writing software, so whatever font they use in that, I forget. There's a standard one. It's who knows what the standard font is for screenplays? I can't remember exactly, but yeah, I can just tell you right now that's that. That too. I work with a kid who likes to get reactions out of people, so we told stories and facts to freak each other out, like to think I won because my stories were true, and he told urban legends. Oh, that's fun. SB fans, I gotta say, it will be a while before you see the main story, but Jordan, Kathy, and I are scheming to get you something before that. We may work on an in-stream so y'all and the OG Joe McFo fam get it even earlier. And yes, I may have said that to light a fire under Jordan's butt so we do it faster. You're awesome, Megan. I love you for that. Yes, we are trying to. We're working together. We developed this little team here, and the whole goal is to get Shadowboxers to be as awesome as possible. And she is correct. The main story is going to take a while to tell, but what we've been thinking about is, well, should I say? No, I'm not going to say what exactly we're planning, but to Megan's point, we are working on getting things out a little bit sooner so you guys can at least get a taste of what this world is. So yeah. I'm only I'm trying not to spoil everything. I'm trying to keep y'all a little bit on your toes. Is the font Courier? It might be Courier. Thank you, Kathy. Haha, nice, Megan. Yeah. So let's see. Okay, I want to know why I can't get these more horizontal lines to just work for me. Like, it's really kind of irritating that I can't get that right. I guess I really do have to learn 3D, huh? And this wouldn't be a problem if the perspective wasn't so wild on this particular drawing. At this point, I just want to put smoke here. All right, we're gonna take a break from the building though. Let's get back to the part that I care most about. Let's just draw Javen. And I might even have to work on this this drawing in 3D by itself. And then bring it in and just be like, look, guys, we have good perspective now. And not have to worry about it. All right, so let's draw a boy. My son, Jaden. Let's get this brush, I think. I'm not considering this the final line art for this drawing, by the way. I just chose a cleaner brush just because it's easier to work with for right now, considering how small it is. here. I still remember the day I came up with Javen's haircut. I was so excited. Y'all have no idea. Because before it was just like this amorphous blob. And yeah, it was something. It was something else. Font includes Javen's pendant as O in boxers. Hey, I mean, it might be significant. You know what I mean? It could be kind of significant. Kathy, Comic Sans. Yeah, I use Comic Sans for everything, guys. That's exactly what I use. You should have gone with poster number 9. Oh my gosh. Hey, but you know what? You are still seeing it in real time, though. You know, you're seeing all the trauma that I'm experiencing from it, and all the learning how to use the perspective ruler as well. So it's not a total lost cause. But you're right, it might have been easier to do that. Alright, so let's get a boy looking like this. That mouth is not gonna fly with me. Let's try that again. Also, his nose is a little too high. I don't even know how much detail you'd really see on him being this small. Yeah, he's got a really thick rib cage here, so let's thin that up too. He's still just a kid. After all, he hasn't developed his man body yet. Alright, so here we go. It's looking pretty good there. Then his collarbone, shoulder, arm, forearm, and then his hand. He's going to be doing something close to that. That's a little long. Let's shorten that hand up a little bit. Now he has the hands of a child, but it's okay. We'll figure it out. Let's see. Oh, I know the trauma 3-point is not a friend. It is not a friend, but it looks really cool when it's done well. I told him, but he didn't. But did he listen? No. y'all are something else. I think Comic Sans always screams fun. I remember one time, I had this classmate. Actually, Megan, Kathy, and I all had this classmate. I don't know if Megan was in this class though, but there was a project in our design class where somehow we convinced our friend to like make all the wrong decisions on purpose. And it was for a poster for some event. It had to do with an animal, but I can't remember what the assignment was. But we were just like joking. We're like, hey man, let's just make it Comic Sans and let's have tangents and let's do this and that. And it was so over the top. And during the critique, like it was supposed to be a joke, but then during the critique, we were all laughing. But then at the end, it was like the teacher was trying to find a way to like be like, okay, you didn't take this seriously, but also not quite say that. Kathy, do you remember this? Do you remember this moment? Amanda says you should switch to papyrus font. That is funny. this. How would this look? I think the knee would be doing that. You'd see the bottom here. And then his foot. Let's see. Just want to compare it to the really blurry version of what I have here. Something's not right. Oh, I think there might be more overlap in the head. Okay. Oh my god, finally. Ugh. Oh my gosh, that was annoying. Thank you all for waiting. I appreciate it. Basically, just a quick rundown. So, for some reason, my internet just cut out on me, and then it wasn't reading my camera. And I had come into the stream multiple times actually in this break, but it was just like, nope, we can't see your camera, we can't hear your mic, you can't come on. And then I had to shut down Firefox and everything, and it was just like, oh yeah. So thank you all for keeping each other company. For those, hopefully not a lot of you left, but based on how many viewers we have now, it seems like we're okay. I saw all your comments about Papyrus and everything. I guess so. I guess Papyrus didn't like me very much after I said what I had said. Um, let's see. Hey, yay, Return of the King. Yes, Kathy, LL. Hey, I thought I was the king or the Jedi. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you all waiting. So let's get back to the stream. We're probably only going to go for a little bit longer anyway. But yeah, let's try and get a cool drawing out of this. Do the best we can. So where was I? I was thinking, yeah, I was looking at this and I realized that the whole drawing is actually off. And that's where I was saying, man, I think I might have jumped the gun on this this drawing I was doing here. I realized it's the wrong, it wasn't the right vision. His face was actually more straight on, like this. And his body was twisting more. And I couldn't tell because the picture was so, low res. But I actually think this is way cooler. So yeah, we're gonna do it like that. Hold on 1 second, let me just check something. Yeah, so it's maybe more like this. And I could still keep some of these elements like the arm. Oh, wait, wrong layer. Oops. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's a little bit better. It's actually probably a little long there. There we go. So yeah, tech issues wins again. I gotta figure out something because this is really starting to get on my nerves. I know that you all are very kind and don't mind it, but as the one who's like trying to do all the tech stuff, I do mind it very much. I gotta figure something else out. Gotta do it. Do a mesh transform. I just want to get this to be a little bit more dynamic, the leg. No, it looks like he's tiptoeing. Okay, let's just redraw it. Let's just do this. Yeah. And then be a little long. So we can scale it down a bit. All right. Did I merge this already? I did. All right. Then go here. So realistically, guys, like I said, probably gonna just worry about Javen for the rest of the night because I spent a lot of time working on that failed perspective. But it's okay, This is a chill stream. There's only a couple y'all on here, and y'all don't seem to mind me struggling through the process of learning this stuff. But I think it's also kind of important to see this because it kind of shows you like all the stuff that we go through as creators. Like there's just things we don't even consider, like little tech issues like that, or not knowing how the program works. And whenever you're watching a tutorial on YouTube, they always cut that out. you know, they don't really talk about like, hey, I didn't know how to do this, so I had to Google it, or you know, things that really are part of the process. And I think when you don't include those things, one, it makes for better entertainment and better videos, but two, I think it also gives people this sort of misconception that all these artists are just brilliant all the time, when in reality, like, we struggle just like y'all. We don't know what's going on half the time. I don't know why my computer just did what it did, you know? And yeah, okay, I like this way better. So yeah, that's just part of the process, yo. Just part of that process. Okay, so I'm gonna do a slightly cleaner sketch, which all its facial features, and then I will do a drawing with vectorized lines, and see where that takes me. So let's see. Sorry, I'm looking at quick reference. I finally pulled up my iPad. Okay. It's 11 p.m. where I live, so the big one will probably wait until tomorrow. I'd love to see a horror episode of Shadowboxers now. I'm not the biggest horror guy, to be honest with you. That doesn't mean that there won't be scary elements in Shadowboxers. But yeah, horror isn't fully my thing, but we'll see. Hooray for small victories. Jordan, it's always darkest before the dawn. In related news, on my side of the world, the sun just rose. Oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah, it is always darkest before the dawn, right? I guess you're right. If you do go back to the buildings, even if that's next week, can I suggest doing the front faces in orthographic mode? That way you can do some fun stuff with the windows parroting, etc. Oh, that is a cool idea. Then I can do some magic to the orthographics and help lay out the scene. Okay, we'll work that out. We'll work that out, Megs. Okay, let's set this up. Got a little wrinkle in the shirt. Oh, I guess that wrinkle in the shirt doesn't really matter if it's going to be covered up by his jacket. All right. There we go. I'm so glad I studied anatomy as much as I have, because it makes moments like this kind of freeing when I can draw them really quickly like this. Just like, oh yeah, quick character sketch. Got the fold. Does anyone know, just out of curiosity, does anyone know what the names of these folds are that are on Javen's sleeves? There's a very specific type of fold when it comes to clothing. If one of you gets it, I will not read you the Shadowboxer script. Probably something like that. It's gloves here. Scrunched folds. There's no such thing as scrunched folds, but I like the attempt. I'm not interested in horror either, but something like the Puppet Master drink. Sometimes it just works. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. Yeah, let's get our drink, water drinking on. I think they're called Googles. That's funny. I like that. Jordan is always fighting the dark, and that's why his heroes are shadow boxers. Inception. Boom! Bum, 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 bum. Amanda, I was thinking Puppet Master too. I think we all think Puppet Master. Light thinks it travels faster than anything, but it is wrong. No matter how fast light travels, it finds that darkness has always got there first and is waiting for it. Terry Pratchett. Ooh, that's a creepy quote. Interesting. Interesting. All right, let's get these. Get his thumbs here. All right, I'm not liking this forearm just yet. I actually feel like this whole thing needs to be foreshortened a little bit better. So let's try this again. By the way, the folds were called spiral folds. Because they got spirals. Okay, now let's do this here. I'll probably finish out the sketch of Javen and then close it out. I don't think I'm going to get to the full line art tonight because I do have this, believe it or not, I still have a couple things to prepare for my class tomorrow. And yeah. My last class of the semester. Can't even believe it. It's so wild. It's so wild. Kathy wrote, and the theory crafting begins. I think it's been there. Honestly, there was a stream a couple weeks ago where I asked what y'all thought about what Shadowboxers was about, and some of y'all had some really interesting theories. Or his other quote: "It's better to light a flamethrower than curse the darkness." Interesting. I can't wait for you guys to either like gloat about how close you were to the theory of Shadowboxers or the story behind it, or be like, what the heck, I never would have guessed that in a million years. One or the other is going to happen to a couple of you, I think. All right, let me just double check. Okay, I made his sweats a little too thin, so let's give it some more thickness. Okay, let's move this for that. I'm so ready for Christmas break. I'm tired of my students. Dang. Have a competition. We all submit our theories, and when Shadowboxers comes out, whoever is closest gets an autographed poster. Oh, that's a great idea. Oh my gosh, that's an excellent idea. Yeah. We'll have to do that. Well, okay, I have to quantify what close means, because some of y'all, like, there might be two of y'all that get like 40 or 50% of the way there or something. Yeah, we'd have to figure that out. And I probably have to do that closer to when it actually comes out because just for it to be fair, because if y'all put out things right now and I go like, let me change this part of my story so it doesn't sound too close to what Manette was saying or what Mark was saying, then it wouldn't be fair to y'all. But I love the idea. I would totally do that for y'all. Javen doesn't skip calf day. Well, Javen's jumping off all these buildings, so I don't even think he really needs to exercise that much. Plus, he's a dancer. He's a dancer in this world. He's like one of those guys that you'll see with cardboard on the street. It's like a b-boy. So he's always like he'll just be like he'll be the dude who jumps over like 6 people. That is Javen. That is a Javen move. Fun fact: I was actually when I was in San Francisco one time, I was pulled into a group of dancers and they jumped over me. I was like one of the 6 guys they nominated, and I swear to you, the only reason I was picked was because the MC was black, and I was like the only black dude in the crowd, and he's like, "You." It was a lot of fun, though. It was a lot of fun. The video is somewhere. I don't know where, though. All right. So, what kind of expression should I give him? Should he be screaming? Should he be kind of mouth agape? Should he just be doing like... Oh, okay. This actually kind of works. This is exactly what my nose looks like in cartoony form. While I'm thinking about it, Kathy, you'll get a kick out of this. A couple of weeks ago, it might have been the last stream or the one right before, but someone, I guess, commented and we blocked it. But the message was, why do blacks always draw black people or black characters? And it was incredibly rude. But I think it's an important question. And the reason I draw black characters is because when I was young, I actually did not draw black characters. I drew a lot of white characters. That's all I saw. Or characters of other ethnicities. My mom one day was just like, "Jordan, why don't you draw something that looks like you?" And I was like, I guess you're right. And so I started drawing characters that look like me, and I realized this is where my first lesson in representation came from. Now, keep in mind, this is like 2003, when she told me this. But I realized I want to tell stories that I would personally have wanted to see as a kid. That's really where Shadowboxers came from, especially after I saw Avatar, and I was like, man, this is so epic, and the world and the lore is so much fun. I guess that qualifies as a hydration check, but I'll get that in a second. But yeah, I was like, you know what? I want to draw something that looks like me. And it's funny because no one ever asked that question with other ethnicities. Like no one asks, like, for example, I have a lot of Asian students who like to draw anime. No one ever questions them. There's a lot of Caucasian men and women who draw Caucasian characters, and no one ever questions them. But the second it comes to drawing a black character from a black person, it's always like, why is this the case? And so that's kind of my line of thinking about it. I really try to just have some form of representation of characters that look like me, because there's like for example, there's this kid at my church who he's 10, and every week he asks me for updates on Shadowboxers. And I think part of it is because the characters look like him, and also because kids like art and drawing and stuff. But I think that it's important to tell stories that that we would have wanted as kids. You know what I mean? Like there's something to that to me, or for me, whatever. Okay, that is not the right expression for him. What's a better one? I always like the little anime, kind of like this face. I don't even know what to call that. I'm not sure what expression to give him right now. Should I just push those brows a little bit more. My boy got some fickle eyebrows. A boy tried to jump over me in junior high. He tried. His crotch hit the back of my head, and we both fell down the stairs. No serious injuries, but it was so awkward. Oh, I bet. That sounds terrible. I do appreciate this. Are you referring to my explanation of the storytelling about the black people and stuff? Us Asians got a real treat from Avatar. And yeah, it was a real treat. I think it's a treat for everybody. You know, that show just changed the game for people. You know what's funny? One of my good friends, Jared, he's popped on the stream a couple times. He told me a story about how he actually went to Nickelodeon when they were making the show, and he was like, "Oh, this show's gonna flop," because it was before it aired. And boy, was he wrong. He loves the show, by the way. He's not a hater, but at the time, you know, you never know what these things are going to turn into. Okay, let's pull that in just a bit. This is his left foot. Okay. There's going to be a little instep right there. All right. I didn't even check the proportions. I just realized this thing is going to have to be redrawn. I already know it. It's okay, though. It's okay. Then let's get his pattern on his pants. It's kind of doing one of these. I think that actually is about it. Okay. Okay. So we did a little something, guys. We didn't do a ton, but we got something. We got somewhere. So my homework for the week is going to be setting this up so I can start working on more of the poster. I'm assigning myself that anyway. But this is what we got for Showboxer's poster, the second poster. And then we also worked on this right here. Just doing a quick review because we're about to close out the stream in a minute. Manette says, Showboxers is the kind of thing I'd love to show the kids I work with. Northern state and small city, so not much diversity in shows and how kids treat each other and what they think is okay to say. I would love for you to show the kids that you work with. I think that would be amazing, honestly. Because Black people can be superheroes too. Exactly, Black people can be superheroes, and it can't all just be Miles Morales and T'Challa. You know what I mean? or Luke Cage or Storm. You know, I think that it's important to have something that's a little bit different, and hopefully the world I'm creating is different enough for people to fall in love with it. If I had seen the concept art for Hazbin Hotel before the pilot, I would have said, quote, "This is the dumbest, least relatable thing ever, and it will go nowhere." I would have been dead wrong. Yeah, I guess so. A lot of people loved Hazbin Hotel. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. We're gonna close it off here. So yeah, this is what we worked on. We finished up ASAP Bunny, and there's also Chef Fufu on the side for people who just want to get the comparison. I think this was a lot of fun. I've realized They actually could be father and son, maybe, because they both have green eyes. So unintentional coincidence, I guess. And then we started off this poster. I'm kind of liking this pose, but I want to see what else we can do with it to make it more dynamic and get the buildings more accurate. But yes. Oh, Megan's saying a good reminder. Like the stream if you haven't. Yes, please like the stream. Also, if you have not followed me on Instagram, my username is at Joe McFo down here, jo.mc.fo. And then if you want to follow my Shadowboxers project, go on Instagram, shadow.boxers. And then if you want to do some fan art or something, make sure you do hashtag Shadowboxers series, because then I'll be able to see it and we can keep it all in one consistent place. So you guys, thank you so much for watching. Again, like the video, comment, subscribe, share, and I'll see you next week. All right, y'all. Peace.